my beautiful people, and welcome. It is that time of the month again where I sit and say all the books that I'm gonna read, but in theory I'm probably not gonna read because I'm absolutely terrible at TBRs. But here we are. The month of May was a terribly disappointing month. I have been very slumpy, which sucks. But here we are. I finished A Good Girl's Guide to Murder, which was really good. I really enjoyed it. And then I started The Spanish Love Deception, and that was about as far as I got. Were any of those books on my TBR? Only The Spanish Love Deception, and I didn't finish it. But we still have some time. It's the 31st of May, but I know for a fact I'm definitely not going to finish it. But instead of me blethering on, let me start and show you the books that I'm, in theory, really wanting to get to next month. But we're just going to have to wait and see. But anyway, starting off with something hopefully quite easy is finishing The Spanish Love Deception. I'm on page 118. I'm hoping to finish that this week. It's Tuesday. I'm really hoping to have it finished by the weekend so that I can actually maybe read some of the books that I own, because I'm in a bit of a thing where I enjoy buying books, but I'm just so slumpy that I'm not reading them. So I need to get out of that. June want to be held accountable for reading at least 3 books. That is my aim. It's very small in comparison to a lot of people, but to me 3 books would be a big achievement for the month of June. So fingers crossed. You heard it here first. Let's just see. Also, can I just apologise? I have like a weird rash thing on my face just now. Think it's got something to do with stress, but never mind. Here we are. So living my best life. So yes, first book is finishing The Spanish Love Deception. This should be doable. If it's not, there's something wrong with me. Book number 2, Verity by Colleen Hoover. I've read 2 of her books. Really enjoyed them. I've read Ugly Love and I've read It Ends With Us. Loved them both. Verity, I've heard, is a bit gross, but also that it's really good. So it's not too chunky either. I think it's only like just over 300 pages. This could be a doable choice. I think quite a few of the books this month that I've picked are quite short because I thought that might encourage me to read a bit more, but we'll just have to wait and see. So book number 2. Book number 3, because of Lisa from Lisa Does Life, Legends and Lattes. I love the cover art. I love the sound of the story. It just sounds like something that I'm going to absolutely love and adore. And I bought it maybe a month or 2 ago. It's been sitting on my shelf, keep looking at it and really want to get to it. So book number 3, please let it happen, please. There is this read along that has taken place. When I thought to myself, I can do this read along, you read a book, 1 book, over 2 months. It's very doable. The first month to read this book was May. Did I pick this up? No. Is this chunky? Yes. So guess what? That means in June, I need to read this in its entirety. And I do plan on doing that. That is my plan and that is my agenda. And it's historical fiction and the writing is absolutely tiny. Oh my god, look how small the writing is. It's floppy though. It's floppy for the stress that it's inducing at its size. But yeah, I really need to get this. Can't fall behind with any more read-alongs. Look what happened with The Mortal Instruments. I only read the first 2 and now everybody's like way into the series. I really need to catch up on that as well. But June is not the month for that. Book number 4 is Punk 57. Hello there. You have been on my TBR not TBR for a good couple of months now. Guess what? Still not picked it up. And do you know something? It's not even that big a book. Danny thinks I'm going to absolutely love this, so I really need to just like pull my finger out and just read it and enjoy the hell out of it, because I'm just depriving myself. That's all that's happening here. So this is book number... Oh wait, that's book number 5. It's not even book number 4. Can't even count, so that's not a great start. The TBR's at 5 books already, and I've still got a pile here. Living my best life. Next one, It Happened One Summer. This is like a Schitt's Creek kind of themed type scenario. I think it's based off Alexis. It's like an Schitt's Creek inspired rom-com and I am here for it. I love Schitt's Creek. My mom really got me into it. She said it was amazing. I wasn't that excited about it to start with. Then really got into it. It is a bit of a chunky one, but I think I can read it quite quickly because apparently it's really fast paced and it's really exciting. And this is book number 6. Want to read that for sure. This next one is very small, very, very small. I bought it quite recently. We had to remove this post. It's basically based on a group of people that sit and moderate things that go on the internet and what comes with the horribleness that the internet brings. So, hoping to get to this one just because it's small. So that's book number, what, 7? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Book number 7. I'm obviously a joker. Yeah. The next one is The Candy House. This was also in my recent haul that was at the end of one of my vlogs. I can't really remember what this one's about. But it's a beautiful book. I'll quickly show you the naked hardcover. Look how pretty. I think it's like thriller-esque, thrillery. I just really want to get to this. It just sounded really good. I went into a bookshop and actually read the synopsis of books and bought them for that reason. I never ever do that. I am one of those people that goes, that is a beautiful cover. I must possess that. I must own that. You must go and live on my shelf and die there. But that was one of the ones that I read it and I was like, yes, please, want that. This next book is similar. It's Hide. This is also an amazing looking book. This is like a horror. And it's also quite small. This is meant to be a bit similar to Squid Game. If you've watched Squid Game, it says 14 competitors, 7 days, everywhere to run, but nowhere to hide. I really want to get to this. This is a really new release. Well, this is a new release and so is the last two that I've read as well. So I do want to try and get on top of reading new releases so I can actually get involved in conversations about new books instead of going, oh, I bought that, but oh, I haven't read it. It's like my favourite saying. That'll have to go on my gravestone. Oh, I bought that. Or I own that, but I haven't read it. So yes, Hide, we want to get to. And that's, I can't remember what number that is, but I'm going to count it after I've picked up the last one. And the last one is Emma. And it's like Bible pages and writing small. This is for the Recreate Book Club for June. This is their pick. I foolishly owned 3 copies of this book. Thankfully, Danny took one of my cloth-bound editions because I had 2 exactly the same, which wasn't great. Not one of my finest moments, and we all shared that in a vlog, which is great. So if you want to look back and see that realization of moment where I discover I've got 2 of the same book, that was great. But yes, I still now own 2 copies of this. I'm not going to read my cloth-bound edition. I'm actually going to read one of my other editions, but it's all the way up there and I can't be bothered going to get it. So this is the edition that I'm showing you. But yes, I really need, really need to read this. It's just so big though. It's not really, it's like 460 pages, but it's a classic. And if you've been here for a while, you'll know that I'm not a massive fan of classics. I just can't do it. But with that kind of attitude, we're not going to do it. So I'm going to get this done. So my pile this month is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10. We had 10 last month. How many did we read? None. Nil point. But this time next month, I'm hoping to relay a totally different story and say I have read at least 3 books, or I have read all of these, which is mega ambitious, but I do plan on reading a lot in June because I don't really have a lot of plans and I'm going on holiday in July, so I'm trying not to spend any money. So if I read the books I own, then hopefully I won't buy any more. That's the theory, that's the logic. If we're going to execute that, it's a totally different story. But anyway, I've rambled for long enough. I hope you've enjoyed this video and I hope to see all your lovely faces very soon. I hope you have a lovely day and I will see you next time. Bye!